I'm going to hurt some feelings, but I have to keep it real. People keep sending me things and asking me to send them to Pastor Cecil. Or they message me and say, please tell Pastor Cecil this or that or whatever. Stop it. And stop it now. I mean it. I've already done a video on this a few months ago and posted it here. That I am not going to do back channel messages to Pastor Cecil. If you are capable of sending me those messages, you're capable of sending them to Pastor Cecil. And if you don't have that ability, then how were you able to send it to me? Now, I'm not trying to be rude or ugly, but I'm being dead dog serious about this. Stop it. Don't ask me to tell Pastor CJ anything, with one and only one exception. If it is a bona fide life and death emergency prayer request, and you're relaying that to me and saying, hey, forward it on to Pastor CJ, that one and that one only exception is acceptable. But don't message me and say, hey, tell Pastor CJ this, that, or the other thing. Don't send me something and say, send this to Pastor Cecil. If you can send it to me, you can send it to him. But there's a caveat to that. Caveat, however you say that. Send it to him through his posted business hours only. You don't send it to him early in the morning when he's asleep or getting his dressings changed, and you don't send it to him after 4 p.m. unless it is critically of an emergency, a bona fide life or death emergency. That's the only exception. I don't speak for him, and if I'm wrong on that, CJ, feel free to correct me. Because I don't speak for him, he doesn't speak for me. I'm not his messenger boy, and he's not mine. Don't message him and tell him to say, send this to Pastor Brent or Brother Brent, or tell Brother Brent that. Be a big boy, be a big girl, be respectful, be responsible. Message whoever you're wanting to message yourself. This is why we don't give out our phone numbers. This is why we don't accept a lot of friend requests, because we would never get a minute's peace if we did that. Pastor Cecil is my brother. He's my family. He's closer to me than some of my own blood kin are. But we don't interfere in the other's ministry. We don't interfere in the other's personal business or lives. And we don't run messages for folks. That's not our job. Our job is to get on here and bring you the unfiltered, uncompromising Word of God in truth to the best of our ability to help you get grounded in your own walk with God so that you can be a productive, effective tool in His hand to do His bidding for His glory with your life. We're here to show you the way to heaven. and how you can live your life more productively for the Lord, for His glory, for His purposes, and have a more fulfilling relationship with Him. That's our job. Our job is not to back channel messages, memes, or whatever's that it is you send and say, hey, send this to Pastor Cecil. Stop it. If it continues, and there's multiple people doing this, I'm not singling out any one person, but if it continues, whoever does it, now again, I don't speak for Pastor Cecil, and I don't interfere in his ministry. He doesn't interfere in mine. He doesn't run mine. I don't run his. But I can't speak for what he will do or not do. That's exactly up to him. But what I will do, what I will say is for me, if it continues, I don't care how long we've been friends. I don't care how long we've been Facebook friends. I don't care how long I've known you or if you're new. That's why I'm making this video. They're doing this live. I'm trying to make it as plain and as clear so no one has any inhibition at all about understanding what I'm saying. Stop it. I will not back channel your messages to Cecil. And while I can't speak for what he will do, I can speak for what I will do. Do it again. You will be blocked and banned from contact with me in all forms of communication. I don't have the time or the luxury of bouncing things back and forth to CJ. I send him enough crap myself for me to be sending it for other folks. But I also have to be about the Father's business just as he does. And if you haven't noticed, breaking news, CJ, Pastor Cecil, is still recovering from a near fatal illness. He needs his rest. He needs you to respect his business hours. If it's not important enough that it can't wait until the next day during his business hours, respect that. We have families. We have lives. We have bills just like y'all, and responsibilities and obligations. We spent a good deal of the day out today for serious doctor's appointments for Chrissy. I don't have the time to be your errand boy or your messenger service. Stop it. Now I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying not to yell. Try not to be angry. But we up to here. This is first, last, and only warning. Heed it and stop it.